Welcome to another game of Field of Glory 2, and I welcome you to the Battle of Castulo in Spain in 211 BC. The Carthaginians face the Romans in what is a desperate battle for the Carthaginians to hold a position until reinforcements arrive to hopefully help surround the Romans. Just a little side note, I had tried this scenario without knowing about what was going to happen, and got slaughtered. And so I lasted about 15 minutes before I realized that I had not read the intro well enough and realized it's a holding action. And I pushed right into the Romans and got slaughtered. Frankly, I don't know how I'm going to win this thing. Hopefully the reinforcements that come will be sufficient to help win the battle. The problem I see is that there's a hill. What we've got going as far as terrain is we've got some woods and hill area in here, and this is the dominant terrain feature. And I think the Romans are coming. I'd prefer to catch the Romans coming out of the woods here and then hit them with my infantry. I could have taken 4 cavalry units instead of 2, but I opted to take 2 so I could get 2 more infantry units and another skirmishing unit. The reason being, the theory behind that is I know that some reinforcements will come in over here. I don't know if they come in over here as well, but I may let the Romans have this. This isn't really great ground for the Roman troops to fight. It might be better for, we've got these medium foot scutarii that'll probably do a little bit better. A couple other items too. I just wanted to thank. I'm a part of the Discord channel for Matrix games and enjoy being a part of that. And one of my buddies on the Matrix channel, Willen, put a shout out to my post on there, and that was very nice. Got a lot more views because of it, so thanks a lot. I appreciate that. That was really thoughtful. My goal with doing the YouTube channel is basically to have fun and hopefully learn something about ancient warfare. All warfare in general. Military tactics is what I really enjoy learning about. Plus, it's just fun to move little soldiers around on a battlefield and fight battles and come up with strategies that you think might win the battle. So I really appreciate that shout out. Let's talk a little bit about the Battle of Castulo. This was the 2 Scipio brothers. One was, I believe it was the father of Publius Scipio, who later became Scipio Africanus, who won the Battle of Zama against Hannibal later. This is a Second Punic War battle, and the Carthaginians are going to outnumber the Romans here, but they won't outnumber them from the start. The first time I played this game, I charged up into this hill period, seeing this as a dominant feature, charged up there and promptly got surrounded and slaughtered. So I'm going to hold back a little bit. I'll probably use this area here and possibly this area here as a choke point. That's why I didn't take all 4 cavalry. I'm going to move 1 unit of cavalry out on this edge over here, and probably the other. Well, I'll probably take them both and stick them out over here on the flank. But I want to lock this down here with infantry, lock this up here with infantry, and wait for reinforcements to arrive. So, well, welcome to the battle. Let's get it started. I am going to move this skirmishing unit up front to see. See what I'm dealing with up here with the Romans. Let's send this unit over here. The other time too is this. The first time I tried this scenario, honestly I don't know if I can win this thing. It's brutal. The Romans they have what looks like 2 legions at least. And it's the old Primarian Reform Romans. So you have the Principe, Hastati, and Triarii, and they've got some good cavalry too. So, which is odd for the Romans. I always see these Romans in this game. They always have good cavalry. It's driving me crazy. And I prefer to play the Romans, but some of my viewer feedback was basically like, "Hey, try other factions." I think it's a good idea. You learn a little bit more about how the Carthaginians fought versus the Romans. The Carthaginians had a pretty, well, they're pretty multicultural army. They had they're coming up. And I think what's going on with the darkness is basically what we're dealing with is this battle is getting fought. This is dawn. These guys are marching up towards... Come on, move. Maneuvering through this hill area with these units is a little bit difficult because they don't seem to... these guys out here. So yeah, my plan is, because of the time constraints, yeah, we're going to deploy on the bottom end of a, or at the top end of a hill, and we're going to hopefully be able to hold out for long enough for these reinforcements. And it's, you know, I'm just not used to fighting with... I'm going to leave that unit there. I'm not used to fighting with non-Romans, so we'll see how it goes. I may even want to move them slightly into this wooded area. My goal would be able to get them to commit, get them to bite in a little farther and farther, and then when the reinforcements come, to be able to hit them from two sides. See, they're already onto that main feature here. You know, this is a hill. Nice. It looks like a nice defensive position. And my goal here is to just give them a rough time with skirmishers. And this particular battle, fought in the Second Punic War, involved the Carthaginian generals were pretty smart. They basically, historically, how it worked out was the Romans were moving in to fight the Spanish, or excuse me, the Carthaginians in Spain, and I'm going to leave them facing that way. Actually, let's move you up there. I'm not going to refuse that flank. And the Carthaginians got some of their mercenaries, according to the description of the battle. And I want Idiblis to hang back here while I fill this gap with other units, so I don't commit my general to battle. And basically, they used guile to get the Romans. The Romans had to pull away some of the Roman mercenaries from them. So the Romans ended up actually being outnumbered in this battle. And originally they had more troops, and by using... Let's check out these guys a little closer, because they look pretty sweet, this cavalry here. Whose cavalry is that? Veteran Italian cavalry. There's Triarii there. So they bought off, basically, some of the mercenaries that the Romans... I think they were Celtiberian troops that the Romans had bought off, and by doing that, first blood to the Romans. And they're moving their cavalry right up through the woods here, which is interesting. So we're going to engage these guys. Ooh, maybe throwing downhill does a bit of good. That's 46 cavalrymen won't have to worry about anymore. I really want to... I think my goal here should be, and I know they've got more skirmishes than we do, but I want to do some damage to his cavalry. I'm going to do recon with this cavalry. I don't intend to engage him. I just want to see what's coming up the road. Who we got? Who are we dealing with here? There's Publius Cornelius Scipio. Now that is not Scipio Africanus, who was also known as Publius Cornelius Scipio. That is his, I believe it's his father. And his uncle was the other Scipio. They were Scipio brothers. And they're both actually killed. So, Scipio Africanus had a lot to do, because he had some revenge on his mind when he was going after Hannibal at the Battle of Zama. And, you know, Hannibal was a teacher to him. Not a literal teacher, but a teacher in terms of, you know, Scipio learned from fighting Hannibal. I think it was particularly in Gaul where, you know, Hannibal outmaneuvered him, and he learned from that. Which, you know, good generals do. Let's go bring these guys up here. Wish I could get just a little bit closer. But that's what we've got. Hopefully this cavalry will not run down. Oh, it's daybreak. One thing that does bother me slightly with these banners, it'd be really cool if we had someone who did a mod and did mod banner, if they could modify these banners so you just didn't always have red and blue. You know, it seems to me like it's always red and blue. Or they could do like the Carthaginian white, whatever. So you had the various... Oh, come on, run. Oh, man. Why aren't they running? Why aren't you running? Oh, Boise. I just want them to see exactly, see what we're facing here. We've got the, I would imagine this is one unit. How many are we dealing with here? It's at least a legion there, and that looks like it's a legion there. So at least 2 legions. That's Publius, and there's Manlius. Really? Manlius? Nice. Belbilius. Big battle. It's going to be fun. This one's going to be a fun one to play. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Whoops. I want you to go there. Changed my mind about that unit. I want to get this guys here into this line of battle. I don't know if impact foot fights better in the woods. I would imagine this is not the best of ground for cavalry, but they're blowing right through my Catrati. So probably break that one unit. 3%, that's a bummer. That's a big force. I don't know how, you know, I saw this at the beginning, I was like, I could play the Romans or Carthaginians, and I went for Carthaginians. I'm thinking, yeah, this will be a challenge. And then when I tried it the first time, I was absolutely destroyed by the first legion that I ran into. Just crushed me. And you know, the Roman legions were designed to be a big meat grinder. They ground into you and got you to engage, and then they used that triplex axis system to just make your life miserable. These guys got to run away. Run away! We're going to inflict some more casualties here. There we go. I'm going to engage them. Oh, no. I got to get them out of there. Hopefully these guys will turn and I'll get around to skirmish shooting on them. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna move up on these guys. Probably end up turning away. The goal here is just to basically harass them. You know, here's the thing. I don't know how well these guys are going to perform in the woods, but it can't be any worse than my last fight. Yeah, I'm peeling these guys over too. I think I'm going to extend the line out to about like that. I mean, it looks like that's the way they're coming. And that force is overwhelming. Hopefully these guys won't be able to get them near these guys. Some of the rules with regards to this game are interesting as far as chasing after routed troops. Very similar to Pike and Shot, which I love playing as well. Oh, maybe I won't turn those guys. These guys are focusing left side. There we go, boys. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Made a mistake with those guys. Very little in reserves. Very little. I'm hoping that these guys can't catch him. It'd be a shame to have that cavalry on the right. You end up getting broken because I withdrew in one space because they... Yeah, it's not looking good over there. Oh, I just wanted to mention also to thank the maker of this scenario, Paul59, who's done several scenarios for Field of Glory 2, and I've been enjoying playing user-made scenarios. It's a lot of fun when you're playing. So there we go. You're playing scenarios that someone took time out of their. Good deal. Way to get out of there. Someone took time out of their day to make these scenarios, and I really appreciate it. Wow, they chased them right down. So very cool. Appreciate it. We've definitely lost the skirmishing phase this battle. But we've bought some time, I think. I just can't help myself. All right. Boy, they are really just jumbled up in here. And we're at 9% already, but at the end of the day, that number's going to go down when reinforcements arrive. Because they're 9% of the feast. I believe that's 9% of the forces that are on the field right now, not 9% of the total army. Got at least one of those units to engage me, so I'm moving up, and I want to try to get them to engage me at a disadvantage to them. Refuse the right flank there. And I'm hopefully going to get these guys to react, and they're going to get some javelins right in their hind end when they turn around. You know, we've killed 40 of those guys, killed 35 of those guys. Killed a ton of those guys, so that's good stuff. Historically, the Carthaginians were the winners of this battle. They were unable to really follow up. And eventually, as I mentioned earlier, Publius Scipio, who later became Scipio Africanus, we got infantry engagement going on now. he later, you know, he learned from the Carthaginians. There we go. Good deal. Time for you to get out of there, cavalry. Okay. Did make a mistake, though. And we want to keep messing with their cavalry. Oh, we don't have very good odds there. Good. I got there. There you go, fellas. So, we've now deployed into the forest. So we're fighting, and I like how we've got this going so far. I just don't think it can be sustained for very long. We're at turn 10. We've engaged the enemy skirmishers with our medium infantry, so we ought to make short work of them. And I've engaged this cavalry in terms advantageous to us. Here we're, you know, veteran hastati. They're going to blow through that Scutarii. It's just a matter of time. I hope we have good reinforcements coming. Because this looks brutal. Veterans, veterans, veterans. Veteran. As usual, I am playing this on level 4, which is the governor level. Wow, they just manhandled those poor guys. What I want them to do is I want them to retreat and then get their buddies to, you know, fall back through that forest and retreat. these cavalry. There's barely anything left of them. Goodbye. The right flank holds so far. The center, I may have to shift this unit over here. Yeah, we're just going to have to keep... Get out of there, boys. I mean, they just cut through them like butter. Yeah, I'm hoping that these numbers 12 and 5 are deceptive. The left is completely crumbling. Oh no. Whew. Sweet. Reinforcements. I don't know how the AI is going to react to that huge cavalry force that just appeared on their flank. Run! Gosh darn it. Run away! Ah, darn it. They're broken through on my left flank. Oh boy. Let's get out of here. Some of these guys return to the battlefield. Taking a calculated risk on the right there, that I can hit those cavalry in the flank. Oh, there we go. Yes. Woo! Well, the nice thing about this cavalry is it's just... it seems to be causing... at the least, it seems to be causing some problems. Well... Better finish these guys off quick. Oh boy, that's not good. Guys need to rally. Run away, run away. Good job, boys. Oh no. What? Wow. These guys had quite a range. Come on. Let's get out of there. Well, not cool that you didn't. Mistake there. I don't know who else I've got left that I can. a... hold on. Hang on. Yeah, it's going to be hard to win this thing. The famous Numidian light cavalry just gets chased away. There we go. Break. This cavalry. My goodness. Whew, 50% casualties. Whew. Broken enemy cavalry. These guys can not run anywhere. Boy, it's just hard. This scenario is just so hard. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. I completely lost that battle. Completely lost it. Ugh. It's 40 to 15, so unless something happens or somebody rallies, I'm going to lose the battle. I don't see how this possibly could have been a Carthaginian advantage in this battle. Maybe my reinforcements will arrive and it'll put me under the 40 mark. Oh, I guess not. Well, that was tough to take. Let's see what we've got going on. There's a governor difficulty. 4-1. What was his strength? Huh. At the in the actual battle, the Carthaginians were supposed to outnumber the Romans. Well, thank you very much for that scenario. That was a tough one. That was a tough loss to take, but I'll tell you what, it was a tough scenario, and it was tough to watch. You know, I know that I think there's supposed to be more reinforcements coming in for the Carthaginians at some point, but boy, I don't see any other way for the Carthaginians to really have a chance here unless they just pull completely back, hold back, do not attack, and just let the Romans come at them and just give ground, and then hopefully you get your reinforcements and are able to win. Thanks a lot for Paul59 for creating this scenario. I appreciate it, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks a lot for watching.